Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. I am making a soap today. That's right, it's a soap of the month club too. So this soap is for July of 24 and this scent is New Rainbow Sherbet. I get this from Nature's Garden, guys, and this is the first time I ordered it. And it's just so fun. It's just such a fun scent. And I really thought it was such a great scent for July. It's heat and hot and it just makes me want ice cream every day. I really took inspiration from the actual rainbow sherbet that you can buy. And I found some pictures of colors that are typically used in a rainbow sherbet treat. And it's always pink, green, and orange. And the orange is always in the middle from what I could tell. So pink and green and then orange in the middle, and there's lines. So I took that as inspiration and I made a Taiwan Swirl soap. I honestly don't know if I've ever done this before, this swirl. I think I have, but I can't say for sure. I don't remember. Making this soap took me 2 tries. The first try, guys, I did not get my soap emulsified. I was so concerned with, one, I wanted a very fluid batter so that my swirls would be distinct. And 2, I wanted a very smooth soap. And what happens when you get a lot of air bubbles in your soap batter, it looks fine. It's not like super smooth. It's not real shiny. And so I was really focused on those 2 things to the point of failing a batch. When I went to go do the dishes, I saw my picture and I saw that the soap was not emulsified. So I'm going to start you off with this video with my hot processing that down and rebatching is what it's called. And you can see a quick snippet of how I fix that soap. And then I'm going to move on to my second go at this rainbow sherbet soap. All right, guys, here we are. I have my new mold ready to go with my dividers in here. I'm going to set this aside for now. And let's talk about this one. So it has been 24 hours and it is soft. I know my measurements were right. I know when I was cleaning up my dishes that this was not emulsified. I have never had this happen before in like over 9 years of making soap. This is the second batch I failed this year. The first batch I actually had to throw out because I don't know what I did wrong. I think I mismeasured my lye. This batch I'm not worried about that because I saw that it wasn't emulsified when I was cleaning up my dishes and I saw the pictures. This is going to be kind of messy. I'm going to have to get my hands in here and really get that out. I had some samples that I poured off when I was done with my pictures, so I'm going to go ahead and get those in there. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to put this on the back counter on low, and in the meantime, get my next batch going. So I have a lot in front of me. So let me just explain. This is my hard butters and oils melted. This is my liquid, I should say. So these are my colorants that I had made up and didn't use all yesterday. So they're, hopefully I will have enough here. Just reincorporate them a bit. I think I will add just a little bit more pink. So for my pink is Fired Up Fuchsia from Brambleberry. I want this soap to be fairly pastel. When I look at pictures, it's a pastel, color, the orange sherbet. So I don't want to go too far. And I was really happy with my colors yesterday. My green is Let Us Entertain You by Mad Micas, and my orange is Atomic Orange from Nurture Soap. I made up also some 50/50 lye solution. This is the rest of my water amount, plus my citric acid and some sugar. Where's my... I lose... Oh, it's in the drawer where it's supposed to be. I lose this thing all the time. So that heated that up, 141. So now I have to let it cool back down. I'll be back. So my lye water is down to about 115 or so. This is going to be colder by now, I'm sure. 107.69. So the first time I made this, or when I made it, I should say yesterday, I was really focused on trying to keep a very smooth batter. I didn't want to stick blend it too much. I really wanted to do a lot of hand stirring and just really keep a smooth soap batter. And don't usually concern myself with that. So I'm still going to try to keep a minimum of air bubbles in my batter. So I'm going to blend in my clay. It's not going to like absorb into oil or anything. I just don't want any chunks. And I'm going to go ahead and get my lye water in here. Let's see where we're at. 82, 104. So that cooled down even since I was talking. I am trying to minimize my bubbles. It's a bit more blending than I did yesterday because I'm scared. My recipe minus my fragrance oil divided by 3 is 35 ounces. So 35 ounces in each of these pots. And I'm not worried about it being like super, super accurate. Close is good enough. No, I want to put the pink in here. And the only reason I'm saying that is I think this is going to need a little more blending. And I want some depth to that. I have all of my colors where I want them. I had to blend a little bit more of all of them actually and deepen them up just a little bit. I think I'm emulsified. I'm kind of gun shy now, aren't I? I could use my orange to be a little bit darker. All right, so now I'm going to get my fragrance oil in each pot here. I do feel like I need to get a move on. Whew, I'm sweating. All right, so orange is in the middle. I'm going to start over here and just pour my pink, and I'm just going to go back and forth. Oops, it is getting a bit thicker than I would prefer. Crap. Oh shoot. Okay, let's see. I have a lot of green left for some reason, but let's take this out and see what we have here. All right. I should have watched the video again. Take 2. Let's see how she goes. I'm going to put her on the heating pad, guys. I like this mold so much because it has a top. Okay. Whew. I little mixer here. It's been cooking for a good while just because my son came over and I visited for a while, so I just let it go. It's pretty hot. And because I'm doing this like the next day, there wasn't any water loss in this, so I don't have to worry about adding like a bunch of liquid or anything to get it going again. Not the prettiest of colors, but that's okay. It's a rebatch soap. It's not an ugly color. So I'm gonna let it cook another little while, because one of the things I want to do is just make this a hot process. So I do want it to go through all of this saponification process. I want it to cook for a bit. So I think I'm going to let it go another 20-30 minutes or so. I do have it on low. I had it on high for just a little while just to get it going. Then I turned it down to low. It's been right at 30 minutes. So I'm going to give this another blend. And I'm going to get it in the mold. I could have used maybe a little bit of liquid just to kind of smooth this up a little bit more. But it's going to be fine. Obviously this is very hot, that's why I'm wearing the yellow gloves. And I whipped a little air in it, so it may not all fit in here. We'll see if I can smush it all down. I didn't concern myself with adding a lot of air this time. I will link another video if you're interested in my doing this, where I did blend it quite a bit more. I think I may have added a little bit of liquid, like aloe vera juice or water or something. I can't remember. It's just going to look really rustic, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some people love rustic bars. Get my fingers in here and really try to get this top smooth. Okay guys, so I'm just going to let this sit here. I'm not going to cover it up. Time to let it cool. And I will be able to cut this tomorrow. All right, guys, we are going to cut first the mistake. And it is very, very craggly. And it's very hard because it's been sitting for a number of days. But on the inside, it's quite soft. It's quite nice. It's just on the edges, which the last time I did that, it was the same way. On the inside, it looked lovely. And on the outside, it's super, super craggly. Or rustic, as they may say. It does smell so good. So, it's going to be a good bar. Gosh, it smells good. All right, let's get the other bar out. I have a little soap on the top, so it's stuck. Let me get that off of there. There we go. So note to self, make sure soap doesn't get in the grooves. So this is a little bit shorter, oops, than my other normal bar is, just because I had to pull. And you can see I used a mold I got from Brambleberry. Isn't that cute? The back is a little rough, but I thought that looked really cute. Let me see. Here's one with all the colors. So I think it's fun. So that is right at 20. Alexa, what is 20 divided by 3? That's not what I want. I'll get 6. I'll get a little over 6. So I'll get 6. What is this? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. So how am I going to do this? I kind of suck at this, guys. Math throws me for such a loop. It's not even funny. All right, so I'm going to just take off the edge here. So if I didn't cut it like I'm cutting it, I would just have stripes going up and down the bar, which is kind of cool, really. So then I'm going to go 3 inches, right? Because this is my tall. This is how tall they're going to be. So this is how it came out of the mold. I'm going to turn it not that way. I do this every single time, guys. Every time. I turn it this way. Is that how I turn it? I believe it is. I believe I turn it on its side this way. I don't know why this is so hard for me. Hopefully I'm right. Let's see. Yeah, I am right. Look at that. Oh, that one's way off. This one's super small. All right, so I'm going to turn it this way. How fun is that? It's still a little bit smaller than I would normally cut it, but it's pretty neat. All right, this one, cut this way. Very pastel in color. I think the colors are great. Now I'm gonna let these dry because they're still fairly soft. I'll see you soon. So let's take a closer look at these soaps, guys. Now I do already have them all packaged up. Actually, I have to ship them out tomorrow, so I'm gonna be boxing these up tonight. So I'm gonna try to keep the glare down a little bit. I forgot to leave one unpackaged, but I'm really happy with how they turned out. I think the lines turned out well. I think if this soap was a little more fluid, I may have gotten a little bit more of the transfer of colors between one color and the other. But honestly, for my first time maybe doing this technique, I'm not too mad about that. I'm really happy about that. And then here is just the tan soap from the first batch. It doesn't look like it should smell this good, but it smells so good. So Rainbow Sherbet is quite a fruity scent. It's a happy scent. It's just happy. I really like the scent. This is gonna go on my website and I'm going to list this as kind of like an ugly duckling type of soap. It turns into a beautiful bar when you're in the shower. This will be marked down. So same scent, same recipe, same everything. It's just not quite as fun and pretty. I have got to get these packed up, so I'm going to cut this short because I think the video itself is quite long. So anyway, thanks for being here, guys. Give me a like, would you? I don't know if you all realize how important those likes are. It's very easy. It's just a click, but it really does help my channel to grow when I get likes. I love the subscribes. I absolutely love the subscribes. I love to see my count keep going up. Don't get me wrong, but those likes are really, really important. And so is the commenting. It really just lets YouTube know to push my video and my content out to more people. So I really appreciate those. Thank you for liking if you did. If you didn't, you can give me a thumbs down. That still helps. I think that still helps me. So bring them on, right? It's called engagement, guys. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye.